Getting divorced after age 50 can absolutely torpedo a lifetime of financial planning. So in this explainer, we're going to break down exactly why that happens and, more importantly, what you can do about it. If you're anywhere near retirement and this is your reality, trust me, the next few minutes are for you. Let's dive right in. You know, this quote just nails it. A divorce late in life isn't about neatly splitting your stuff down the middle. No, it's more like a financial earthquake. It shatters the very foundation of your retirement plan, and it usually happens when you have the least amount of time to rebuild. The official term for this is gray divorce, and believe me, it is on the rise. The real danger here isn't just the split itself, it's the timing. Look, if you get divorced at 35, you've got decades to recover. But at 55, 65, the clock is seriously ticking, and the game plan has to be completely different. The stakes are just incredibly high.
Okay, so let's get down to the brass tacks. What does this actually look like when all those numbers on your retirement statements are suddenly on the negotiating table? It's often way more brutal than people are prepared for.
So let's just imagine for a second. This is your combined nest egg. You and your spouse, you worked for decades, you saved diligently, and you built up a really solid $800,000. You're feeling pretty secure, right? You're on track for a nice, comfortable retirement together. And then the divorce happens. And just like that, your reality is completely different. That $800,000 is now $400,000. And that's before the legal fees, which can easily gobble up another 5 or 10%. Your entire financial future, it's just been cut in half.
And the damage, it goes so much deeper than just your 401k. I mean, just look at this comparison. Every single pillar of your financial security gets shaken. Your pension income could get slashed. Your healthcare costs can literally double when you have to get your own plan. And now you are carrying 100% of the risk for long-term care on your own. It is a total, and I mean total, financial reset.
Let's put a face to these numbers. Meet Mary and John. They were married for almost 3 decades. John was the main earner, and their financial picture, well, it looked pretty solid. He had a pension, a nice healthy 401k. It's a story a lot of us can relate to.
But here's the devastating outcome. Mary got a settlement of $300,000. Now, that sounds like a lot of money, doesn't it? But without a solid plan to turn that pile of cash into a stream of income, it just dwindled away. In just a few short years, she was left with nothing but a small Social Security check. And this happens to way, way too many people.
But what if she had used a different strategy? What if instead of just taking that lump sum and hoping for the best, she had used it to buy an annuity specifically designed to create income for life? Well, her story would be completely different. She could have basically created her own personal pension, a guaranteed paycheck of $1,400 every single month for the rest of her life. Now, it's not just about the assets you can see. There are these hidden financial traps, these landmines that a lot of people fall into, especially when it comes to Social Security. Here's something a lot of people just don't realize. The Social Security rules can actually be a lifeline after a divorce. If you were married for at least 10 years and you meet these other conditions, you can actually claim a benefit based on your ex-spouse's work record. And the best part? It doesn't affect their payment one bit. This is such a crucial piece of information that can make a huge, huge difference. Okay, so here's the crucial point. There is a rule here that can be a massive financial landmine. I'm talking about survivor benefits. These can be 100% of your ex's payment, and they are available to you if they pass away. But, and this is a big but, if you remarry before you turn 60, you lose that right forever. A decision about your personal life could end up having these enormous unintended financial consequences. All right, so we've looked at the risks, we've seen the pitfalls. Now let's pivot to the solution. The absolute key is to change your mindset, to stop thinking about dividing assets and start building a strategy focused on creating income. And really, this is the question that matters most, isn't it? It's not about what you've lost. It's about what you're going to do with what you have left. How do you go from a feeling of loss to a strategy for recovery and real stability? This right here, this is the single most important strategic shift you have to make. The old way of thinking is all about fighting over the stuff, the house, the investment accounts. But listen, a pile of assets is not going to pay your electric bill. The new strategy is about one thing and one thing only: creating a reliable, guaranteed stream of income that you cannot outlive. That is what real security looks like. So how do you actually create that income? Well, there are specific financial tools designed for exactly this kind of situation. Tools that protect the money you have left and turn it into the predictable paychecks you need to live on.
Think of these three solutions as a powerful protection plan. First, a fixed-indexed annuity can turn a chunk of your settlement into a lifelong income stream, protecting you from market crashes. Second, long-term care insurance acts like a shield, making sure a future health problem doesn't completely wipe out your savings. And finally, life insurance can be set up to replace a lost pension or to make sure alimony payments continue. Together, they help you rebuild that financial security that was lost.
We've covered a lot of ground, from the tough realities of a gray divorce to the specific strategies that can help you rebuild. The key takeaway is this: your old retirement plan is gone. It's time to build a new one. And this time, it has to be focused on one thing: indestructible income.
You have worked your entire life to build your savings. Please don't let a divorce destroy your future. Building a new plan centered on income can feel overwhelming, but you absolutely do not have to do it alone. At The Annuity Expert, we can help you compare things like life insurance, annuities, and other income solutions to find what's right for your new life. Our guidance is always free. Take that first step to securing your future and contact us today.